Stadium in Houston. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 5 catches, 101 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Gets around him. They find some open field here. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On the double. First and 10, it's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 84 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. The Texans are a woeful 1-12 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 46 yards on the play. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
It certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick plan I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try to get the upset win.
Mahomes going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Stroud now on second down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have moved out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Mahomes now the throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. You think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down and 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And again, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Throwing now is Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Stroud. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick 6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time, and they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
Fields it right around the goal line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Stroud coming right back after the pick 6. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. And Stroud now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he shifts past him. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. First and 10, it's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The second down throw now from Stroud. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. For 13 yards out. And the Texans have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Mecole Hardman. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Pierce. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The throwing again is Stroud. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Stroud to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Stroud working out of the gun. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce from a yard out. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And Dameon Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on